Hey everybody, welcome back. Here today with a really interesting update to the Navigraph Charts app. Everybody knows Navigraph Charts. It's fantastic. We've got all your en-route charts, all of your approach plates, your departures, arrivals, your airport charts, taxi diagrams, etc. It's integrated into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with the in-game panel and with the SimBrief integration to flight planning now on the world map page, which is also going to be in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It's just getting to be a more and more useful tool as they develop it. They're doing a wonderful job at Navigraph. One of the things, however, that's been missing is online traffic and ATC. For those of us who fly on VATSIM or IVAO, I'm personally a VATSIM pilot. For those of us who fly on those online networks, we have to get our ATC information and traffic information from other sources. I personally use Volanta most of the time, and then for other things that I need to get, I might have to use the vPilot app, for example, if I want to get ATIS information. So if we come here into the Navigraph Charts app, you come over here to the lower left-hand corner and click Settings. Come up here and click Check for Update if you don't have version 8.37.1, which unless you've updated it today, you don't have. So update your Navigraph Charts app and you're going to get a new feature. You're going to see right here underneath this little strip right here with the IFR charts. Down here at the bottom is now a new thing called Toggle Online Traffic Network Settings. So if you click on that, there's a little power button right here, enable online networks, select that. And then for me personally, I would turn on VATSIM, traffic, and ATC. You can also do the same thing for IVAO. And now you can see we have all the VATSIM traffic and all the VATSIM ATC information here. This just on the surface is really, really cool. Let's say, you're interested in finding out about Memphis Center. You click here on Memphis Center. Over here in the lower left-hand corner, it says ATC sector. Memphis gives you the frequency. Let's say you want to find out information about this particular flight. You click on it, gives you the call sign, the aircraft type, all the ground speed, altitude, and such information. Tells you what network they're on, how long they've been on. So you've got all this really neat information to begin with. Now, let's take it a step further here and let's look at a flight that I fly on a pretty regular basis, which is Miami to Princess Juliana in St. Martin. Click here to load the flight, and this is great. We've got all this stuff that we know about from Navigraph. I got my Jeppesen charts, I got my airport diagram here for Miami. I've got my departure, the Cloud 2 departure, my approach into Juliana, and the ground chart, the airport chart in Princess Juliana. What I also now have, if we had, Miami Center, for example, or San Juan Center online, you would see it highlighted like it is here. Here's my departure airport, Miami. If I click here on the info button and click on open airport, and now I've got a new selection over here on the top right, networks. So if I click on networks and come down here, they've got 4 buttons: gates, departures, arrivals, and ATC. If I click on ATC, I will apparently see nothing. So let's go down and I'll use San Juan as an example. Let's open San Juan. Again, come over here to the right to networks and then ATC. And I can see they've got ground control and ATIS on. So now you can get your ATIS information right here from the Navigraph Charts app. So this is the ATIS information for VATSIM for this particular airport. ATIS information, Mike, 1658 Zulu, wind 0108, gust in 18, etc., etc. So now you've got all of that ATIS information available to you right here in the Navigraph Charts app. So that takes away one step. You don't have to go to a different program to get your VATSIM ATIS information. It's right here in the app. Let's go back to my flight. Let's go back to Miami. There's another way you can do that as well. As a matter of fact, if you just click here on airports, these are all the recent airports I've flown to, but these are the airports in this particular flight. So if you just click on airports and then click on Miami, you'll get the same thing. Click here again on networks. And now you can see we've got gates. Now this is pretty wild. So if you come down here to the airport, one of the things that's kind of problematic about flying on VATSIM is if you don't know which gates are available at your airport. Now, you can get this. I get this information personally from Volanta. So come here to Volanta. I've got the same flight open. Zoom in here on Miami. I've got VATSIM traffic enabled here on Volanta, and I can see these are usually the gates that I fly out of, these north gates here. But so basically you can kind of eyeball it and see if there's a gate available. All these gates are available right now. But let's say I look on FlightAware and my particular flight today departs from gate Delta 26. I don't know which one of these is gate Delta 26. So if I look here on Navigraph charts, now we can zoom in and it's got all of the taxiways, all the gate information right here. And I can zoom, I know where Delta 26 is in Miami, and so I can see here gate Delta 26 is empty. But let's say we're going to fly from an airport that I'm much less familiar with. Let's check out London Heathrow right now. All right, and here we are in Heathrow. Now we've got the tower controller is on, and we've got ATIS again, ATIS information Romeo at this time. Arriving runway 9 left, departing 9 right, transition level, etc., etc. But now let's say I want to start a VATSIM flight. I just at least want to find a gate that is available. So you can either visually look down and see which one is available, see what gates are available and select your gate. Or if you have a specific gate that you're looking for, you can click here on the drop down and it's going to show you all of the gates for this particular terminal. And if you click on one of the gates, it'll take you to that particular gate. So it's going to tell you the gate is occupied, the gate is free, when the estimated time of departure is for that flight. You can also click here on departures and you can see what departures are in the queue here for leaving Heathrow. Click on arrivals, you get all the arrival information. And again, your ATC information. The one thing that is worth noting is that this traffic information, all the ATC information, is not available yet in the in-game panel in the sim. That would be really fantastic because you'd be able to open the in-game panel and then see the arriving traffic on your, just right there in the sim for you. It would be really wonderful for situational awareness. That's not available yet. They are working on that. That is going to be coming. But just generally speaking, this is huge for online pilots. I think this is a wonderful addition to what's already a fantastic app. I'm sure there's more things about it that I haven't discovered yet, but these are the big points that I've gone over here. So again, just here in your airports, over on the right-hand side, networks, and then you get all your different information here. But just a really neat addition to the Navigraph Charts app. It's going to save me at least 2 steps without having to go somewhere else to get the ATIS information and without having to look on Volanta or somewhere else to try and find out where I can load in when I'm not, so I won't be loading in on top of somebody. Really useful in that regard. So anyway, I just found this out today. This just came out today and thought I'd bring it to you guys. So go check it out, and I hope you guys are having a great day.